Does that work there? And we have a human. We have a human. Greg's here with us today. So let me just make sure. This is Warrior 2. Good. Perfect. All right. So we'll start in a couple minutes. If you're new and you're just seeing this here for the first time, we do this Monday through Friday. We do an hour flow. Saturdays I do a 90-minute flow. And it's done on a donation basis. So if you have the financial resources to pay, that would be great. We've opened the studio, but as you can see, we don't have very many people yet. I think we did a little poll, and about 80%, the poll, so if some of you saw the poll, 80% of the people that we polled, surveyed, are uncomfortable coming back to a yoga studio, which I totally respect, 100% totally respect. Here, we absolutely keep our distance. And we keep the doors open if we can, and there's lots of air here. So we feel like we're doing everything we can, with screens and, and sanitizer and all that sort of stuff. However, part of the reason we're continuing to stream is because people are still doing it at home. And like Greg said earlier, it's really convenient to right? It's really convenient to roll out of bed and go, oh, Ted's gonna be live. Let's go do some yoga. So we're very grateful, and of course, in order to keep the lights on, we ask that you pay if you can. So if you can't, then please don't worry about it at all. But you can go to 5pointyoga.com to do that, or you can Venmo me directly, which is at Teddy McDonald on Venmo, and that all goes to the business. And thank you for those of you who've continued to do that and support us during this whole crazy pandemic. So we appreciate that. And right now, I'm going to look to see if anyone had. So today I was thinking, and Greg, you can feel free to chime in here at any point. But I was thinking, I forget what the name of the pose is, but the arm balance where. And that all goes to the business. And thank you. There you go. That's me. So the arm balance where we're here, and then this, and this, and this, across. All right. What do you think? A little focus? So that's gonna be kind of the, I forget the name of that pose. It's like 8-pronged something. I forget the name of the Sanskrit name. But anyway, there's a lot. Don't be afraid if you feel like there's no chance I'm going to do that. It doesn't matter. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we'll do before we actually get to that pose, and we'll only spend a minute or 2 minutes on that particular pose. But it's all the stuff leading up and preparing your body for that pose. All right. So we'll do some hips too. So that's good. What else was I going to say? I think that's about it. Ready? Oh, let me just check the front door, make sure the front door is closed. And then we'll start. Yep, perfect. All righty, let's go ahead and begin. Step to the front of your mat, bring your palms together, close your eyes, relax your shoulders, start breathing in and out of your nose. Let the shoulders drop down, let the top of the head float up. Breath smooth, set your intention to release some stress, to heal, to strengthen, to manifest, to let go, whatever it is that makes sense for you right now in this moment. And then go ahead and you can drop the arms and drop your head over to your left side. Nice, easy neck stretch. Breathe. Good, then switch sides, same thing. Other side, nice, easy neck stretch. I keep forgetting what day this is, but I think it's week 14 or something like that. So I think we were at, let's see, 60, 66, 72, 78, 84. So this week was 85, 86, 87, 88. Today's 89, I think. I think today's 89. 89 classes. We're getting close to our 100 circles with the head. Tomorrow will be 90 officially. So I bring that up for a couple of reasons, because I had some friends, Drew and Erica, if you're out there, hello, sent a text about Thai Portion. Do you know who she is? She was the oldest yoga teacher ever. She died sadly recently. She was 101 and she died. Opposite direction with your head circles. She taught yoga for her whole entire life. Actually, she walked with Gandhi too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Shoulders forward and back, some circles. So I said, in this text that went around to Debbie and Drew and Erica, I said, all right, you guys, here's the deal. Let's all commit to a half marathon, trail run, walk, hike, whatever, when we're 100. And they were all like, yes, we're in, for sure we're in. And then I thought, all right, that's good. And Jim, who was here a minute ago, he's like, I'm in, for sure, I'm in. He's the guy closest. And then I thought, well, maybe we should start it sooner, like an annual half marathon trail with the goal, go ahead and take the arms up, interlace the fingertips, and turn the palms up, with the goal of being that we all make it to 100. Because the thing is, we're all different ages, right? So Jim's 100 is different than your 100 is different than my 100, right? But I'm going to want to be there for Jim's. I'm going to want to be there for yours. I'm going to want to obviously be there for mine. So I thought, well, the easiest way to do it is to do an annual half marathon. Yeah, exactly. So we start now. We could make it virtual. Make it totally virtual, totally free. And then build a little community of people who want to live long and stay strong and healthy. Fold to one side. And I thought about the half marathon because I thought, a marathon might be too much. And if you, obviously, we're going to age, so, at 100 years old, a half marathon's a long way to go. So that's one of the reasons I thought trails, because I love them so much, but also because they're softer on your body, right? So worst case scenario, it's a 4-hour hike, right? So start planning. Those of you at home that feel like you want to make it that long, start planning for that. I think I'll start like a Strava group, and I'll do it that way. Go ahead and back to the center, lean back, take a nice big inhale, and then fold down forward as you exhale. Hang forward and breathe. But those are the kinds of things we'll talk about in the conscious endurance community. So if you haven't joined that, you go to my site, teddymcdonald.com, click on community. There's a place to link that'll pop you over to Conscious Endurance, which is a great little community that I started. And we're all about healthy living and endurance training and motivation. And I'm looking forward to more of that. Clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips, stretch the shoulders. Breathing. Good, one more breath. Stretch. And then release the arms. Let's take the legs wide because we're going to need some open hips to get into that pose. So feet a little bit wider than your mat. Bend your right knee over to the side. Sink in, stretching the inner thigh here on your left. So big stretch. And good news for the music friends out there. So I'm figuring out how to make the music sound really good on Zoom. So eventually what we're going to do is classes with music, because I know a lot of you have been missing the music. And those will be paid classes, and but that won't be for, I got to figure it all out, figure out the numbers. But back to the side, same thing. Still donation, but we'll do like a minimum donation, and then, but at least we'll get the sound, because so far everyone that I've seen and people I've talked to, they're like, the music just doesn't sound good, it's just not right, it doesn't work. But I think I have the man to help me figure it out. Sink in, breathe deep. Then switch back. And oh, by the way, when there is a Zoom class, I'll have a big monitor that I can see you, and I can actually say, oh, hey, Sally, turn your left foot in a little bit more because you're going to hurt your knee. But right now I can't do that. This time here, go ahead and take that right arm up, lengthen the upper body, turn and twist and breathe. Good. Drop that arm back behind you, lengthen the upper body up, turn and twist. One more breath. And then release it. Switch sides, same thing, other side, sink down, lengthen up, turn and twist, stretching the hips. Once you're up, that arm goes back, lengthen the upper body, twist and turn. One more breath, twist. Good. And then come back to the center, walk the feet back together. We'll do our sun salutations, abdomen strong, slowly roll up. When you get all the way up, take a nice big inhale, lift the arms up. Fold all the way down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale, look forward. Step back to plank pose, top of a push-up. From here, hold it, abdomen strong, breath smooth. Arm balances are a little bit hard. We're not going to focus solely on arm balances today, but so we will do some push-ups. Go ahead and lower halfway down, chaturanga. Press back up, plank. Lower halfway, push up, lower halfway, press up. Two more. One more. Good. Drop to the knees. Cat and cow tilts for the spine. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone. Keep that going. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. Keep it going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, exhale. I actually slept all the way through the night, so I don't know why I'm yawning. Inhale, exhale, one more time. Inhale and exhale. Almost 7 hours, so happy about that. Now lift the feet side to side, shoulder and hip together one side, shoulder and hip together other side. My readiness score was 88 on the scale of 100. Pretty good. I'm happy about that. I prefer 90s, but when I'm in the 90s, I know I've done well for myself. 88, I'm still happy with it. Did you hear the NBA bought 2,000 Oura rings? Oh, really? Yeah, they bought 2,000 of them for their players. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and bend the left leg, push the right heel down, stretch. So what they're saying, and the data's still out there, but they're saying that the Oura ring, because it measures, heart rate variability, temperature, activity, it has been showing, they started a study, go ahead and switch legs, a COVID study to see if any of their data would be able to show any signs before you actually got the virus or before you showed symptoms, and they're saying that it will show that there's something wrong 3 days prior to actually showing symptoms. And then it's 90% accurate. So straighten the legs, come up on the toes, walk forward to the hands. And we'll see. Halfway up, inhale. Fold, exhale. All the way up, inhale. Like one person was saying that their readiness score went from being regularly 80s and 90 down to 54. and then a few days later, they got sick. So, you know, that's one example. Arms up, fold down forward, extend the spine, inhale, step back, exhale. Remember, if you're newer, easiest way to do this, knees down all the way to the mat, gentle back bend, and then back to downward facing dog. Fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Up on the toes again, walk or hop forward. Halfway up as you inhale, fold as you exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Arms up again, inhale. Fold down, forward, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Step or hop back, exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Pause and breathe. Good. Up on the toes again. Walk or lightly hop forward. Halfway up as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. All the way up as you inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. One more round, inhale. Lift up, exhale. Fold all the way down, forward, stretch. Extend that spine as you inhale, look forward. Step back or jump back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. If you wanted to work harder, back to chaturanga. Down dog. Take the right leg up behind you this time. Hold it up. A few breaths. Stretching that left leg. Breathe. Let's go ahead and open the hip, bend the knee, get a little side stretch, and breathe. And square the hips. Knee to the nose, shoulders over the wrists, abdomen strong. Lift it back and up. Forward knee to your left side. Twist, and then back and up. Forward up to your right, back and up, all the way forward to the hands. Pause here, come on the fingertips, straighten the front leg, flex the foot, bend the knee, drop the hips down. And straighten the leg, flex the foot, bend the knee, drop the hips down. Keep it going, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, a couple more times, inhale, and exhale, and then one more, inhale, and exhale. Good, then drop the back knee down. Let's do a little quad stretch, so grab that right foot, right hand grabs the left foot, sorry, left foot is back, and then lift up. Dropping the quadricep and hips down forward, lift the heart up, lean back and breathe. One more breath. Good. And then warrior one. Warrior one. Arms up, shoulders down, breath smooth, hips forward, breath smooth, breathe. So back foot grounded down, hips forward, shoulders relaxed, sinking that front leg down as deep as your body allows for. And then clasp the hands back behind you. Interlace the fingertips. Lift the heart up, draw the shoulders back, drop the head back, take a nice deep inhale, and then fold down forward as you exhale. Drop the head down, stretch. Breathe.
Nice deep hip stretch, big shoulder stretch. One more breath. And then back up, warrior one. Inhale. Hands down to the floor. Exhale. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And then left side when you're ready. Go ahead and take the left leg up. Hold it up there, breathe. Opening up the hip, bending the knee, get a little side stretch. Good. And then square the hips, core strength, shoulders over the wrist, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Lift it back and up. Forward knee to your right side, twist. Back and up. Forward up to your left side. Back and up. All the way forward. Stay here, straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Bend the knee, drop the hips in. Keep that going about 5 or 6, 7 times. Inhale and exhale. So you see, Greg, they canceled the New York City Marathon. Yeah. So I talked to my friend who works for the New York City Roadrunners Club. And I said, because it was the 50th running. And I thought, oh, my 50th year, my 50th birthday, I could run the 50th race. And I mean, with Liam and then obviously the pandemic and all that sort of stuff, I wound up not doing it. So it didn't matter. But now next year is going to be the 50th, and I feel like I should celebrate my 50th a year late, right? Doesn't matter to me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And my friend said, one more here, and then we'll do our quad stretch. Drop the back knee, left hand grabs the foot. She said that they were working on a virtual one. So we can do the virtual one this year. Lift up. Oh my goodness. That is tight. So lifting up, breathing deep. And by the way, if you're watching this and you're grabbing your back foot and all of a sudden your hamstring cramps up, then obviously you got to get out of it. But the simplest thing is just to let that foot go back and sink the hips forward. This is a great stretch for the quad. You don't have to grab this foot. It's just a deeper quad stretch, which I recommend you work toward. But if it gives you a cramp, you don't have to, obviously. One more breath. Good. Warrior one. Turn the back foot. Come on up. Warrior one. Hold, shoulders relaxed, breath smooth, hips turning forward. Breathe. Yes, that's right. Were you 60 this year? Ah, your birthday's January, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. What's that? 10 years apart, yeah. That's funny because Jim is 10 years older than that, so a decade in between each of us. Clasp the hands back, interlace the fingertips, lift the heart up, shoulders back, take a big inhale. Fold down, exhale. Breathe strong. Whoa, strong back leg, shoulders, breath smooth. Good, one more breath. And then back up. Warrior one, inhale. Hands down to the floor, exhale. Leg back, vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Pause and breathe. Fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Up on the toes again, walk or lightly hop forward. Extend that spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms up, inhale. Hold it, we'll hold 30 seconds here. Breathing. Sinking a little bit lower, lifting the upper body up. 10 more seconds. Building a little bit of heat, and then stand, hands together at the heart. Take a nice big full breath. And then we'll do 3 rounds. Sun salutation, B, chair pose when you're ready. Inhale. Fold down as you exhale. Halfway up as you inhale. Step or hop back as you exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right leg first. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down to the floor. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Inhale, exhale, left side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1. Inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Hold it there, breathe. Fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Good. Up on the toes again, walk or hop forward. Halfway up, inhale, fold down, exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. Good. Big full breath. Round 2, chair pose, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Extend that spine, inhale. Step or hop back, exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right leg first. Take it up. Bring it forward. Deep bend in that front leg as you reach up and stretch. Hands down, leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Left side, take it up and bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Stretch. Hands down, leg back, lower. Inhale, exhale, hold, breathe. Fingers spread, palms flat, elbows underneath, pushing the arms, lifting the tailbone, stretching the back of the legs. Jillian asked if your little toes, your pinky toes, need to be flat on the floor in down dog, and mine are flat, and I would say, but I guess, I don't know, I don't think they need to be flat. Up on the toes, walk or hop forward. I wonder if there's a thing where, maybe the toe goes up, halfway up and fold, chair pose, inhale, but I would say no, not necessarily. If they don't go flat, then they don't go flat, right? I think it's okay. One more round. Chair pose, inhale. Fold down, forward, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Step or jump back, exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right leg first, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down, take the leg back. In general, speaking of toes, you want to spread the toes. Obviously not through this flow, but left leg up, bring it forward, spread the toes, plant the foot, reach up, inhale. Hands down, leg back. So at that moment, if you can get the feet flat, including all 5 toes, or 6 if you have 6, then downward facing dog. It's totally fine. Downward facing dog from there, and breathe. Good, then just the right leg. So now we move on. Right leg up, bring it all the way forward. We're gonna go down first. So this is more of a hip opener. So right leg forward, scoot that right foot out to the side. Keep the back leg straight if you can. Outside elbow down, and if it goes, the inside elbow down. The inside elbow doesn't have to go down. You can also support this. If you had a block, you can always support it there, but if you can, and keep the back knee up first few breaths. We're gonna drop it in a moment, but just down first. Breathe. Strong back leg. I know sometimes the back leg bends. We're gonna do that in a moment, but just drive that back leg back. So heel back. Lengthen the upper body up. A couple more breaths. Good. Now drop the back knee. Come on up, straighten the front leg. So hamstring stretch. Lengthen the upper body. Chin up first, and then toward the foot. If you're more flexible, like Greg there, you're gonna do a split. But breathe. Few more breaths. It's officially Pride Month. June is Pride Month. June is Pride Month. Good. Now, bend that knee, come forward. Now you're going to go down again into the same stretch, but with the back knee down. So back knee down, same stretch. Although this time, if you wanted to make it a little bit more, I don't know, deeper, or slightly different, you can come up on the outside of the foot, let this knee drop down, and you kind of scoot the back knee back just a little bit, and then down like this, right? And breathe. Really sink into that stretch if you can. A few more breaths. Good. And then we're going to take that back. So take that leg back. And then core. So low plank. I'm going to start with this here because part of the arm balance is having a lot of core strength to hold your body up. So let's do a minute right here. Hold. So three main muscle groups you want to make sure you're using. Shoulders and upper back, we'll just call that one. And then abs, midsection, and then thighs. All right, those are all helping each other. About 30 seconds in so far. Keep breathing. Good, then dolphin pose. So now, lift the hips up, walk the feet a little closer, and push the shoulders back. Oh, nice deep breath. Really getting into that upper back. One more breath. Look at the hands. Push the arms straight. Downward facing dog. Other side, right away, left leg up, bring it forward. Stay on the back toes, scoot the left foot over, and then outside elbow down, inside elbow down. So outside elbow down first, and then inside elbow down. Breathe. Strong back leg. Notice on this side, my left elbow doesn't just naturally kind of fall. I have to kind of push it to the ground, which gets me into a deeper stretch. So just depending on wherever you're at is totally fine. Don't feel like you need to be someplace you're not. Just Breathe and soften and stretch. Good. And then go ahead and drop the back knee. Come on up, straighten that front leg. Flex the foot, lengthen up. This is your time to either go to the split or just to straighten this foot and breathe. One more breath. Good. And then back down, similar stretch with the back knee down, but this time if you wanted to let this leg sort of open up to the side, you come up on the outside of the foot, you sit down in there a little bit deeper, and you just scoot that back knee back. So that would totally be fine. And breathe. Good. All right, and then come on back. We're gonna do low plank one more time here. Abdomen strong. Take that leg back. Starting now, 1 minute, same thing. We can throw in a little variation if you want. So we can do 30 and 30 mountain climbers. 30 seconds holding, 30 seconds mountain climbers if you want. The breath smooth. If you're gonna do the mountain climbers, you got 15 more seconds to hold here and breathe. And then when you, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you want them, right knee to the right, left knee to the left. Abdomen strong, keep the upper body solid. So not a lot of hip movement at all, not a lot of spine movement, just core and legs. 15 seconds. And done. Lift the hips up. Walk the feet a little closer. Push the shoulders back and breathe. And then look at the hands. Downward facing dog. Good. Downward facing dog. Pause. Bend the right knee. Push the left heel down. Stretch. And then we're going to go right leg up and bring it all the way forward. One standing sequence, and then we'll move into the arm balance. So arms up from here, warrior one, and then clasp the hands back just for a moment. This is going to be kind of a combo. Interlace the fingertips, pull the shoulders back. Arms are a little fatigued at the moment. Lift the upper body up, lean back, take an inhale, or pumped. I don't know if that's the right word, pumped or fatigued, but I feel what I just did. Let me say that. So down here, a couple breaths. I need a stretch. Good. And then just come on back up, warrior one, and then warrior two. Open up to the side. Shoulders relaxed, breath smooth. Gazing forward, breathing deeply. Take that back arm, wrap it around, check our time, good. And then forward, forearm to the thigh. You could go right to the floor from here if you wanted. Engage the abdomen, tuck the tailbone, twist up and breathe. Good. Now right hand onto the outside, then left arm over the ear. A few more breaths. Good, one more inhale, lengthen, and then come on back up. Warrior two. Push the legs straight, drop the back arm down. Right arm up and back, stretch. One more inhale, and then forward, wrap the arms. Right arm under, left arm behind, clasp and hold, lengthen, turn, twist, breathe. Of course, if this is too much for you, you go back to the half wrap, but if you can, right here, a few more breaths. Good. Hands down from there. Come up on the back toes. Walk the right foot over to the right. Let's drop the back knee. Come back down into a little stretch. Same thing. I'm going to throw in an arm balance from here or a stretch. So you can just stay here and be totally fine. If you want the arm balance, now is your chance to take this arm balance. Kundinyasana. Right hand under the leg there. Left hand under your body. Walk that foot over. If you can, lean forward, bend the arms, straighten the legs, breathe. Good. Lift the back leg. Shoot the other leg back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Bend the left leg, push the right heel down. Nice big stretch. Left side, when you're ready, take it up. Bring it all the way forward. Turn the back foot flat down. Warrior one. Inhale. Clasp the hands back behind you. Exhale. Interlace the fingertips. Heart goes up. Pull the shoulders back and down. Take a deep inhale. Lift up. And then fold down forward as you exhale. Dropping the head. Stretch. Greg crashed. He crashed, but he's okay. He's gonna be okay. We all crash. We all crash. When I started riding my mountain bike on a regular basis, my friend said, here's the thing about mountain biking. You're always in between crashes. Come on back up, warrior one, and then warrior two. Thankfully, my in-between has gotten longer. Yeah. I haven't crashed in a while, knock on wood. I crashed. Last year, I guess I flew off the handlebars into bushes. I guess that's something. The switchback was just too quick for the speed I was going. Go ahead. It's funny. I, at one point, first wrap the arm and go forward this way. This and then that, I think we do. But at one point, I think I took some video, like a helmet cam, and I thought, oh, it'll be so fun, I'll share it, and I thought, I know Lauren is not gonna wanna see how fast. She has this fear of me coming home bloodied and bruised. Lengthen the upper body up, twist up, which is not that far out of the realm of possibility if I'm going. My mountain. Exactly right. Oh my God, Liam is for sure gonna need helmet and shoulder pads. Lengthen up. Right arm up. See if I can teach him a little bit of wisdom earlier than I found mine. One more inhale, reach. And then come on, back up, warrior two. And reverse warrior, back arm down, left arm up and back, stretch. Oh, one more inhale. And then forward, wrap the arms. Yeah, it's crazy. When I get to that 100-miler, when I'm 100, or the 100-year-old race, when I'm 100, my kid will be 50. Lengthen up, twist up, breathe deep. 49, yes. Lengthen up, turn up, twist up, breathe deeply. One more breath. And then release it. Hands down, come up on the back toes, walk the right foot over. You could drop the back knee down, walk the left foot over, sorry. Outside elbow down, inside elbow down. So here's the stretch. And from here, you could just stay here and stretch. That would be totally fine, perfectly okay. Or arm balance. We'll go right to the arm balance because then we're going to go from this to that big climactic arm balance that we mentioned earlier. So left hand under the leg, right arm under your hips. Lean over, lean forward, lift the legs, straighten the legs as much as you can. Breathe. Good, and then lift. Shoot the legs back. Upward facing dog, down dog. I will say that in a lot of those, not a lot of them, but some of those arm balances, you can come down to the knees for a second. Tuck the toes and see, tucking the toes, sit back onto the heels. Some of those arm balances, my left, I don't know if it's my left and my right or it's both, but sometimes when my arms are so bent, right, and I'm balancing on just my arms, and then I shift the weight and I lift the hips and I shoot the legs back. It's almost like my triceps, sometimes, not all the time, just don't quite have the right amount of strength to hold me up for any longer. Like if I shoot the legs back, it's okay, but there's moments where I'm like, oh, I feel like my tricep might just burst. You know, I mean, it never has, but there's part of me that's like, oh, whoop, maybe I should, you know, warm up a little bit more. Interlace the fingertips, turn the palms up. Stretch here, stretching the feet, stretching the shoulders. Either that, or it's that I'm relying too much on the triceps and not using enough core, right? I mean, that could also be a reason. I'm just kind of, yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, lift up, lean back, take a nice big inhale, and then forward, exhale. Pick up the feet, wiggle the toes. And now we'll go to our big pose. Someone's going to tell me this pose. Someone tell me the name of this pose. It was like, it's one-legged pointed to the right, I think it's 8-limbed arm, one-legged to the side. I don't know. It's a long name. I know that for sure. So let's start with the feet forward. Grab your right foot. Wrap the leg like this here if you can. So you cradle the leg. So what I work on is getting the outside of my foot into the elbow notch. And then this other elbow around the knee and wrap it up. Sit up tall and breathe. So if this doesn't work for you, just so that we include everybody, this is an inclusive community. If it doesn't work for you, you can just grab the foot, right? So you can grab your foot. And then what I want you to do is if you're just grabbing your foot, is pull it back toward your nose, right, or heart center, because what that's going to do is pull this leg back and stretch the hip. What you want to do is open the hip a little bit. But if you can, just a little bit side to side, rocking this here side to side. And then we're going to take the leg and wrap it up this way. So you're going to take this arm underneath the leg. All this leg needs to have is it just needs to be above the elbow. If you can get it above the elbow, you can at least do some of what we're about to do. But the higher up on the arm you get it, the easier it's going to be. So from here, now, left hand grabs the right foot. Top of the foot, I'm looking for the outside of my foot. And then from there, work that leg straight. And if you can, so this is a shoulder thing too. So obviously, I'm straightening this right leg. But also, if you can dip your head inside the arm, get your arm wrapped behind, you're actually going to be able to get a little bit more space. And breathe deep. It's called compass pose. Stretch. So it has to do really with hips and hamstrings and shoulders. But do the best you can. Good. Release that. Now, core. Set the hands,
And again, all this leg needs to be is above the elbow. The higher, the better. But if you can, abdomen really strong, lift this knee, and then lift that foot, and then push the arms straight. So now you're up completely off the ground, right? And then down. Good. The next step is just crossing the legs here, and then coming up again, same thing, just like that. And if you can, bend the arms out to the side. Right, and then you're driving, like Greg, you're driving the leg straight, and then you come down from there. We're going to do one more fun thing just for those of you that want to give it a second try, and also maybe add a little bit more. So then what you would do here is you'd cross those legs, go out to the side, then you uncross the leg and bring the leg back. So I'll show you that. You can sort of do it. You can't do it if you have a little dust bunny. It doesn't work. Go ahead now if you can. So you cross, come over this way, then you unclip. And notice when I bring that leg back through, I got to straighten my arms a lot. And then back to here. And then back to there. Right? So you cross and then unclip. Bottom leg goes through. See how my arms are straight, and then just back and back. Yes. Beautiful. All right. So, regardless of how pretty that looked, vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. Take a moment, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, stretch. Left leg up. Oh, no, not left leg up. Just drop to the knees. We do the left side. So now, same thing, other leg, right? And this is it. This is what we worked for these last 50 minutes to get to. So go ahead and straighten the right leg. Come on up. Hook either that or the last 30 years. How long have I been doing this? Not quite 30 years. 24. For you, 26 or 25 years of yoga? Yeah. You didn't start before that? But you were gymnastics and but yoga specific. When did you start practicing yoga? Oh yeah, so 97 for me, 96, 97 for me. So how long is that? 24 years? Yeah, I guess 23, 24. We're 2020 right now. Lift up, pull the leg in. Yeah. And you started with Lauren? So for those of you that have been doing these with me for a really long time, the quarantine yoga tribe, I pulled that book out, Yoga, and I was picking poses from that book. And we do so many poses in that book. But Greg's teacher, Lauren, and I'm totally blanking. Peterson. Oh my gosh, she's a beautiful human being and an incredible yogi, and she is one of those people in that book. Did you see that? You've seen that book, right? Yeah. So cool. I mean, the way she can move her body is just unbelievable. Go ahead now, and then take that leg up above, right? From here, if you can, you're gonna pull back, right? And then set the hands that way. And top hand, or right hand grabs the top of that right foot, and then work that straight. Breathe. Oh, yes. Flexing the foot, getting the head under the arm, turning away from the straight leg. Well, they're both straight, but we're trying to be away from the top leg. Keep breathing. Good. And then slowly come down. Now we go to the core. So, first thing, lift this leg, abdomen strong, push up, hold. It's a lot of core strength to hold your whole body up. And then down. Good. Now we cross the legs, right? You know, on the other side, this leg goes on top, but on this side it feels better to go on the bottom. I don't know why that is. So come up, bend the arms, straighten the legs out to the side. Breathe. Good. Come down out of that. One more time. So if that's happening for you, If that's happening for you, the next step is straightening the arms a little bit so you're coming up, all that core is working, and then you unclip the legs and take the leg back. So actually I've been working with a client who is able to do it on one side and completely unable to do it on the other side. And it's funny because part of the issue is she can't straighten her arms on this, like, so she's unable to create enough room to bring the leg back, right? So from here to here, come up, cross, from here, unclip. Notice my arms almost straight, back, leg back. And then upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Excellent job. All right, take a moment, bend your right leg, push the left heel down, stretch it. And then we're gonna go right to a little combo, pigeon back bend. So right leg forward, pigeon. Since just for timing purposes, we're not gonna go into a full back bend, but this is a nice little back bend. So we'll start in here, and I'm gonna set my timer so we don't go more than just a minute and a half or so. But so from here, what I want you to do is be in pigeon, lift the upper body up, make it more of a back bend. Not more, but as equal a back bend as a hip stretch. Lift the upper body up, lean back and breathe. This is where I know my back is tight. All right, and then forward. So basically 30 seconds in that back bend, and then the hip stretch for a minute, and then we'll switch sides. Instagram folks, we're gonna lose you in about a minute and a half. So thank you so much for practicing with us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow, Saturday, for a full hour and a half, 90 minutes. And thank you, of course, for your support. Stay safe, stay healthy out there, friends. It's a weird time. It's a weird time. It's a beautiful time. There's lots of opportunity, and you know, it's important to find. What it was somebody? Oh, when you pray for patience, you get long lines. So in a world where everybody's looking to be calm and peaceful and relaxed, what do you need? Well, you need an opportunity to do that. So guess what we have? A lovely opportunity to stay calm in the midst of some chaos out there. Go ahead and switch sides. And it takes practice, right? It's not easy. You gotta stick with your breath, you gotta stick with your practice. One of the reasons why I decided to do this, right? Make sure we had an opportunity to move through some of the stress. Okay, 30 seconds here. Lift the upper body up, shoulders down, breathe. And then forward, 1 minute. Stretch. Relax here. You can even make a little pillow with the hands. Last couple breaths. And then come Bring the legs forward, shake them out. We're gonna do our final finishing sequence here. Shaking the legs out a little bit, butt out to the side, flex the feet back, reach the arms up, fold down, forward, exhale. And breathe. You can stay here and stretch, or if you feel ready, you can roll back, up and back, take the legs up and over the head for plow pose. Go ahead and take the legs up and over. Support the back, take the legs up. Legs wide from there, a few breaths. Bend the knees, soles of the feet together. Legs up, and then down over your head slowly. And come on out from there. Come on out. We'll take a final twist in Shavasana. Pull the right knee in, give it a good squeeze, roll to your left side, twisting. Go then switch sides, same thing. Pull that left knee in, give it a squeeze, roll to your right. And then back to the center, Shavasana, final rest. Feet flop open, arms down by the side, eyes closed. Take a big cleansing breath, inhale. Exhale. Totally relax. Go ahead and bring the left hand to the heart center, right hand to the belly. Pause there, a couple breaths. And then bend the knees, roll to your right side. Just take your time. And then make your way up to a full seat. Sit up nice and tall, palms up, eyes closed, a few breaths. Reconnecting with the mind, the body, the spirit energy all together as one whole being. And bring the palms together at the heart. Take a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for every breath. Namaste. Thank you, Greg, for showing up. Thank you guys for showing up. Very much appreciated. And donate if you can. Otherwise, donate to your small businesses or do that also. Stay safe, stay healthy. And we'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thanks, you guys.